Okay, good afternoon and welcome everybody to the Florida Court Supervisor call. Thank you all for joining the call today. We have replaced these calls with a different set of calls. And for me, I was left after the fourth Monday call wanting to be with you guys and to be with the local area. So I appreciate you guys making the call and being in communication, being on the call today. Thank you for that. So who we have on the call are Juan Acevedo. Juan, what's your second last name? Sorry. Oh, you're on mute.
Lucio. Oops,
Yeah.
I repeat my name.
Juan Acevedo Lucio, Tim Wagoner, Fitzgerald Wolf, Tom Nestor, Monica Dubé, Joshua Moreno, Ana Osario. And Ana, your second last name is?
Cardozo.
Yes.
Okay.
Amy. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Desiree Salmon, Pedro Mayat, and Noah Torres is just joining us on the call. So thank you all for being here. So I sent to, or who would like to generate the bold statement? Let's start with that.
I will. We, the court supervisors, are given by a possibility bigger than ourselves, holding as sacred the integrity of the clearing in which transformation occurs, causing the fulfillment of our brand, master providers of whatever is needed.
Thank you. That definitely got in with me.
Yep.
Thank you for that. And would anyone like to generate the reason for the existence of the enterprise? Was that you, Monica, waving your hand? No, that was Tim waving his hand. Okay, Tim, go ahead.
We do look similar. Thank you. I'll do that. The reason for the existence of our enterprise. As an enterprise, we exist to empower and enable people in fulfilling those matters that are of interest or importance to them, and in the process, leave them transformed with more power, freedom, self-expression, and peace of mind.
Thank you, Tim. Definitely got it.
Yeah.
So I believe this is Anna's first time on a call with the Florida group. So I'd like to introduce Anna to you and ask Anna to say hello and introduce herself. So Anna, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. I'm very happy for here. This is my goal in my life, the course supervisors. Wow, I'm excited, happy, wedding. Very, very wedding. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna, for being here. And I'd just like to say, I'm Anna's mentor. I've given her so many assignments to do. It's unbelievable. And she's done all of them.
Awesome.
And with a smile. And she stepped up today and offered to support Fitzgerald on his course and all the participants on the course as a member of the Welcome Room team. So thank you, Anna, for that. That's really exciting. Very short notice, and you're making a huge difference already. So really, thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Can I ask a couple of questions of Anna?
Sure.
Anna, what part of Florida are you in?
Broward.
I'm sorry?
Broward.
Okay. And then could you just tell us a little bit about your participation, like when you did the forum, what other programs you've done, just so we have a sense of, I don't know that I think I might have met you once on a team like that, but there's a lot of people here. Could you do that?
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Complete my forum in 2019. This changed my life, this forum. I believe this education and landmark changed my life. This year, stay for support for the course of the Brazil, the landmark in Brazil. To forums, to advanced course, and for the communication. Wow, this incredible. It is very nice for my life. And now there's opportunity and my co-supervise. There's, I mean, very emotional because I mean, put it on the wording my life as, wow, I need this for my life. And there's real now. It's very real now.
Yeah.
You sorry, I can change my life for this. I'm support this course now. I mean, change. Wow, this. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, hold on. You've just begun on a really, really fun roller coaster ride. And do you speak Portuguese?
Mhm.
Okay, great. All right.
And I'm speaking Spanish too.
También español, sí.
Un poquito de español.
Hablo español. Sí.
Sí. Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Emma.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you.
Okay, so, it's been a long time since we've had a Florida call, just as a Florida call. I think there are people who still have not shared subsequent to their courses. I'm thinking maybe Josh Moreno and Pedro, you haven't shared subsequent to your courses. So would either one of you like to share? Or both of you?
Yeah, you said on my recent courses, from my recent courses.
Yeah, from your most recent course. I don't think you've had an opportunity to share with us.
I think I did. Yeah, I did share it. That was the most impactful course that I've been on, as far as getting off it and the extremities of that. I mean, that course was a roller coaster for me. Full on committed performing and just like getting on it and getting off it and on it and off it. And that course was also the course where I have looked at my life, identified an action, and taken action like immediately during the course. Like something came up on Friday, Monday I had all of that resolved, ready to go for Tuesday evening. And even whatever I could have done over the weekend, some things were business hours related, so I wasn't able to take care of it. But the things that I was able to take care of, on the break, I was making a phone call, sending a text message, just like restoring integrity with alacrity. Like my life depends on it. And that really allowed me to power through that course. Very, very exciting course. I really did get a lot out of that course.
Awesome. And your role on the course was what?
I was the breakout room manager for
Oh, okay. And your lead was Wingham, is that correct?
Wingham. Yes.
Wingham, okay. Yeah. Awesome. So what would you say was the major thing that you were trained and developed in on that course?
I would say being in communication, like having partnership and communication, both with what's being done, communicating what's being done live. Hey, I'm taking care of A, B, and C. Hey, this has already been completed. Hey, this is how you do this. So communication was huge for me on that course. And I think that's what really allowed the team to be so cohesive, as well as communicating requests, making requests, and not seeing it as a challenge, which for me came up as a challenge at one point. Hey, I need this to be completed. Why hasn't it been complete? And they declined the request. And instead of me, getting what's there for them, I made them wrong and I got on it. So that was a huge lesson that I got from that. So communication overall and making requests, being powerful with those requests.
Sounds like a little listening as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Great. Okay. And now I understand that you are working diligently to move to level 2. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mhm. You took up the challenge, right? So that's awesome. Anything more you'd like to say about that course, Joshua?
There was something interesting that happened Saturday. I think it was Friday night, Friday evening, that I found out Saturday morning that my sister was in the hospital. She had an accident over the evening and was in the hospital that night. And I found out like just before we started the course. And the leader shared something very, very powerful of an experience that she had with being raped as a child. And for whatever reason, those two just like triggered me, like, what happened to my sister? And I asked my mother, I was like, what happened? And she tells me that she's okay, she's fine, she's back at home. But she didn't tell me what happened. So my mind just was racing, like, of all these possibilities of what could have happened. And knowing my mother, she's probably not going to tell me through a text message what did happen, just not to worry me. So that was really like the biggest thing that I was on, like had me on edge. But just looking, right? Like looking, like, why is it that I took that share and turned it into a whole world of possibilities, which none of those were even real. And really just getting curious as to what's present there for me. And I mean, what I got from that was really how much I love and care for my family and my sisters, and just wanting to make sure that they're safe and protected. And instead of me just putting everything down and rushing to go see her wherever she was, you know, I just got present to that she's taken care of by the right professionals, you know, the doctors and the medical staff, and she has my mother there. So really having others empowered to take care of and support me in making sure that my world is operating correctly and those in it are being cared for appropriately, instead of me having to go run to go do everything, which is normally how I operate in my life, you know, in my business. You know, oh no, I can't have anyone help me because they won't do it as good as I do. Or it'll take me longer to explain and train someone than it would be to do myself. So learning to really just let go and empower other people and have other people support me as well, to make sure that everything is being taken care of and everyone is being taken care of.
That's great. Really awesome.
Yeah.
So that's quite a bit.
I'm sure there was some other stuff in there.
It was a transformative course, I would say. Yeah.
It really was.
Awesome. Sort of the emergence of team and empowering others, and getting the impact of getting caught up in your story and the stories that we create, and how we get distracted by those. And that sort of impacts our ability to be clear. Yeah.
Correct.
So I got that. I got all of that. That's great, Joshua. Super. All right. Anything else to say? Tim, did you want to say something?
I just want to ask, how is she now? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's great. She's good. Thank you for asking.
Sure. Yeah, good.
No, that's it.
That's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. I don't believe I had heard about that course, but maybe I forgot about it. I don't remember hearing about it. Pedro, how about you? Have you shared about your course?
I did, but I want to share again.
Okay, good. Thank you.
All right. So let's see. So regarding that course, well, first of all, hi everybody. Anna, so great to be. So great that you're in the body. I remember you assisting with us before, and Tim. So it's great to have you. And congratulations, Monica and Tom, and congratulations, Desiree. Fritz, awesome work in getting trained as a mentor. Joshua, rock and roll. We have our plan tomorrow for moving levels. Juan, you're awesome. You're gonna get there. Oh boy, it's great to be with all of you. So let's see, the course that I was in, it was actually September. It was a forum. I took on the role of being the lead. It was in Toronto. So it was great working with the center manager and the course leaders as well. One of the biggest things for me about this course is it's just the ability of the sourcefulness of Course Coach that I got to just like extinguish and use over and over and over again. And there wasn't anything in particular about me reaching out to my coach, but it was just the opportunity to just let go of what was there. There was some things happening, nothing, nothing wrong or major. It's just the ability to like ongoingly source and create a new space. And that was a really amazing experience. Every time I'm in course preparation, for me, it's like the opportunity to discover something new. It's like a sacred space that I enter, It's like from the beginning to all the way to the completion of the course. It really is like a sacred space. Like I put everything in there, great things happen around my life. I got to go back to Caracas. I hadn't been there in 4 years while I was in course prep, and, everything was, it's just pretty awesome. And in terms of the course, one thing that came up for me was there was a promise to the course leader to, like zero, zero LDLF or zero well-being. There was like a promise, like nobody's leaving, right? And when I made that promise, my first hesitation was, how can I make that promise? I know that people always leave, right? I mean, it's like statistically, it's always there. It's not like it's impossible, but I can't promise that it's going to be 0%, right? But then I thought about it and I said, look, my promise is not like, it's exactly where I was standing, right? Does that make sense? It's like, this is where I'm standing, that nobody leaves, right? And if somebody leaves, but my stand is that nobody leaves. And my actions were inside of that, my actions to my participation in statistic course supervisor, the actions that we took, like somebody was like almost gone and then they came back, and things like that, right? And one of the things that I got for myself is that the course leader, the intention was to create that space right from the beginning. Had she not created that space, there was nowhere to stand. Does that communicate? And I'm like, I was grappling with it. And I'm like, no, hold on, this is stand. This is where I'm standing. This is what I'm creating, and all the actions were there. And the LDLF, for the people who left during the course, and the well-beings, it was considerably low. It was low. I'll put it that way. So, one of the things that I got about this is, having a place to stand right from the beginning creates a set of actions that has me, maintain myself in that stand. And what are the things that I'm going to do? I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, right? But it had me like stand somewhere so I could, have it be that everything mattered around the course, and there were a couple things that, didn't go well and all that, but at the end of the day, it was an awesome course. And I got to experience partnership. I had 2 course leaders. It was Manal and Nancy. The preparation was also awesome, great communication. There's nothing like, I had never supervised with Manal, and it was going to be Angie, by the way, in the beginning. I was hesitant. I don't know. I didn't even know what it was going to be like. And I really got the experience that forum leader is forum leader. Like, what Susan was saying on Monday, it's like, it is what it is, but it just, what's so is that I'm here to deliver with them and be their partner. That's it. Nothing else. Certainty. And what I got from that course as what's next and taken on is to really stand in owning 100% of it. Something would happen and I'd be like, oh, well, no, that wasn't me. It was somebody else. I got nothing to do with that, but I'll make up a great excuse about it. But now it's like, hold on, I'm accountable for all of it. If this happened, I'm taking ownership like right away. And I don't know what happened or how it happened, but the first thing right here is to take ownership, because something here you know, there was something here that had that happen, right? So, and then it shows me a place to look, right? So it was an awesome experience. I love being the lead in the Landmark Forum. And Tim, you know that listen, I was never gonna take on those roles, and I was afraid of them. And it's just wonderful. I love it. So anyways, I look forward to having all of you in my next course at some point around campus, and you know, that's it.
Great. Thank you, Pedro. That was a lot.
Yeah.
And I really got like the owning 100% of it and being cause in the matter of the delivery of the course. I really got that was like a discovery for you, if you will. Yeah. Not that you didn't know it already, but now it's in your bones or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. So as Pedro referenced, we need
Tim.
to, yeah, Tim, go ahead.
I just want to add something, because what Pedro shared about, he didn't know how, but he knew he was going to stand somewhere. Pedro, remember the course with Forum Leader Aaron Snyder where I didn't keep my promise about seminar reg by a certain time, and within 10 minutes we created whatever we needed to, and we had no idea how that was going to happen, but we gave our word to it and we stood for that. That's the power of just giving your word and standing somewhere. You don't need to know how. You just need to be that your word is going to actually happen. And it does. It's magic. So it just reminded me, Pedro, really great sharing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else? Nope. Okay, so I want to give Monica an opportunity. Monica was
Sherry.
Yes.
So Tom has his hand raised, and so am I.
Oh, I'm
So do
sorry.
I.
Okay. I see that. Well, let me have an opportunity for Monica to just say what she wants to say about becoming level 2. I don't think we really have acknowledged you in a meeting, Monica. I think we've announced it, but is there anything you'd like to say about moving to level 2 as a course supervisor?
Hey everybody. Yeah, I feel good about it. I mean, I think it's I think when I was looking at it, I wanted to achieve it by September, and I think I met that goal last year. But I don't know. I'm starting to get used to it. And still feeling a little wobbly, but mostly, yeah, I'm going to do the PSCS on my next course. So I need to step up with some of the tasks that need to be done for that. So I'm looking for more training on that. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy to be part of the program still, and to, you know, have gotten to this next level.
Great. Thank you. Yeah, and you'll do great in that role. And then Fitzgerald, you kept your hand up, so I'll call on you, and then Tom, I'll call on you next, okay? Okay, so congratulations, Monica, before we go to Fritz. We could all give you a little clap here.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, congratulations, Monica. So I'll go to Monica first, and I'll come back to, because my question was for Pedro, which is why I interrupted.
Got it.
Monica, what do you see as a difference from when you started and now as level 2? What did you train yourself in?
Oh, wow. Leadership. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's like stepping into more power, more taking things on that feel really uncomfortable. And I think acknowledging gifts that I have that I wasn't acknowledging before and felt challenged by, when the events were happening, you know, like doing the online programs. I don't know. I feel good that I've expanded in leadership with Landmark, and there's just been, it's really, what I want to say, it's affected my personal life a lot, you know, with how I approach things that happen and how I deal with disastrous kind of situations and things that really used to really rock me. I now feel like a lot more in control, or not even control, but just able to deal with breakdowns a lot better. I probably need to think about it a little more because you put me on the spot.
Hey.
Thanks though.
You're welcome. And thank you for that, definitely. Pedro, I got being a stand for the course. And you kept saying, then I took the actions. What kind of actions did you take that you would say were given by that stand?
Well, the actions were directly correlated to my conversations with my PS and CS, my participation and statistics course supervisor. Also, the other actions, that's actually a pretty good question, Sherritz. So the other actions were my interactions with participants. The people on my, the people that I had on my list of lists, for example, it was getting to them early in the morning, having conversations with them, making sure that I went through all the people in my list, that they didn't have like a question 11 or it was weak, and just finding out a little more about it. You know, what are you, and if I had like a break and they were on my, I mean, people would show up on my breakout room breakout room. Well, not breakout room, breakout room. They would show up. And that was like, oh, okay, all right, so let me interact with you. All right, so what's going on? What's happening? And it was like, it was a set of actions. It wasn't one thing, but it's like, what do I need to do? What is it? What actions do I need to take so I can get to 100% of the people that I wanted to make sure that I got to? And I realized that I didn't get to everybody, right? But then that's where I was standing. Like, this is not just like a list. This is like, this person doesn't have anything at stake. My interruption with them or my conversation with them will make a difference for them. Let them know that they're known, like they're, you know, I had one participant that I like interacted with her like in the first moment on day 2. And this person was like completely different person on Tuesday night. She had nothing at stake. And then all of a sudden, like, boom, you know? So it's that little, my actions were related to where I was standing. It's like, I'm not going to miss absolutely nothing. And it was like being able to jump on those rooms and being with those people, like right away, like finding the time. When do I speak with them? Let me jump in a room with them early in the morning. As soon as they arrive, I want to say hi. You know, so there's those were the actions that I took on, Fritz.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Fritz, anything else there?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Pedro. So now we come to Tom Nestor, who has just recently moved to a level 2. Tom, would you like to share about that process and how that went and all that?
Yeah, thank you. And hello, everybody. First, I just want to say, like, I'm really glad that we're meeting right now because I feel like there's been a missing. The last All Florida call, I was sick, and so I didn't get to participate. And I watched the recording, but it's not really the same as being on the call. And so it's great to be with all of you again, and Anna for the first time. And so, you know, it was really kind of like to go to level 2 on my last course. I had a really great team and some powerful people. Sean Willis was the lead, and Anna Stefanelli was the PSCS. So it was kind of like I was actually I was kind of like, okay, wait, Monica and I started at the same time, and now she's already a level 2, and now I'm not. So there might have been a little bit of jealousy, and so I'm like, I'm gonna do this, right? And so, but I couldn't get like, I was gonna be a PSCS, and then they canceled the course, and I'm like, oh my god, like I want to do this. So like I shadowed Anna Stefanelli, like with the intention of like the next course, I'm gonna be a PSCS, and that course was canceled too. So then they changed all the competencies and everything. So I told Sherry, listen, I'm pretty much a level 2 for the in-person course, right? Because Sherry and Monica and I, like, we did a lot of work together to get through all of these competencies, and then it changed, like literally just changed the day before I could have done it. Then it was like, okay, all you have to do is like PSCS and you're in, and then it changed. And then so now I'm just like, okay, I'm going to be a level 2. I'm declaring to be a level 2. And I know as a way of being, I already am a level 2. I've proven it on several courses. So I spoke with Sherry, and then I also spoke with Sean and Anna, and all of them were behind me to go. And we just had to go through all the new competencies and make sure that I had completed them. And then also Barry Terry was completely aligned. On my last course, I don't remember if I shared, I think I did, but one of the things I got trained in was what it really is for me to be a stand for people. It was like maybe the whole team on Friday was not standing for anybody, and Barry got, had a conversation with our team, and like Saturday was a completely different occurring for me of the way not only me but the whole team showed up for and made a stand for these people. So yeah, it was like really great to it's not like really it's not really being a level 2 that's important to me. It's actually being acknowledged for all of the work that I've done during the pandemic. I mean, I don't know. It was just like Sherry and Monica and I had just endless amounts of calls, and it didn't seem to be productive because we didn't have any courses either. It was just like ticking off these competencies, and we didn't even know if we were ever going to actually need them because they were all in person. So, it's great. And I really got that it's for me to move to level 2. It's not really me by myself. It's a community. And one of the great things about being online is like my community are people I would have never really met before, especially Sean and Anna. Like, I just feel like I'm really connected to both of them, and they've made a huge difference in my life as far as personally and as a course supervisor. So it's been a really great, experience. And, also I just want to acknowledge Sherry. She's my mentor, and, she's been on the roller coaster with me on several things. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. That's awesome. And I got your acknowledgement. Thank you. Yeah, and you make a great point. Like, our community has expanded so much because we are able to interact. I'm on my next course. I'm with someone from Detroit, someone from Atlanta, somebody from Boston, and another person from, I don't even remember where. It's like, it's so awesome to meet all these people and to be standing, just to reference what you said, and Pedro, like in a place standing that these people all get what they've come for, that they get the landmark forum each and every. And we're all united in that, and we're all united in being the distinction course supervisor. And it's just so remarkable to get on this team, and it just like, boom, there it is. Everybody's course supervisor. People are showing up as course supervisors, standing for the delivery of this course. And we had our first call this morning with Barry Terry, you know, and it was just like so awesome to be coached by him and to be part of a team that's delivering this course to 140 participants, you know, in New York City. Oh, that's right. That's the center, New York City. So it's just like crazy, right? So thank you for that. And thank you for pointing that out. And Pedro as well, you know, the stand, who we get to be. It's such a tremendous opportunity to be able to stand inside of something and cause something. So now we come to Miss Desiree, who has something interesting on her tummy, I see, and an announcement to make. If you'd like to, Desiree, I would invite you to share with us your great news. I think we all know it, but you can
Yeah,
share
it was
personally.
been shared. So
Yeah, yeah,
I'm expecting
yeah.
baby
That's so
My
cute.
stomach.
I love your top.
my Halloween costume. Not really, but
Oh, that is darling. I've never seen anything like that before.
comfortable shirts. That one of the only ones that fits now.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, yeah. Well, you look like you're thriving and feeling well, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, and welcome back. She took a brief leave of absence, as people know. Well, her body got acclimated. It's a major task of its life. Yeah, yeah, so far.
Yes.
Anything else for you to
Continue.
say? Huh?
It continues.
It continues. Yeah, yeah.
No, nothing else.
Nothing else. Okay. All right. Anything there for anybody to say before I move on to the next topic?
Well, I'd like to say it's so good to see you, Desiree. It's been a while, you know, and I'm so happy to see you. And you really look radiant and well, and I'm so very happy about that.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is expansion. In another way. Thanks. Yeah. Sherry, I'd just like to say, you know, I am so fulfilled and so just happy, you know, being in this program for 6 years and being the local coordinator for about 2.5 and now being your regional coordinator and just seeing the movement, like the competencies are out and boom, you guys are on it and moving. I'm just really proud of you all. I'm very excited for you, for the program. So thank you all. Yeah.
You know that, you know, people are on the move. Fitzgerald is out to move to level 3 on his upcoming course this weekend. And Pam is not here, but she's declared level 3 and she'll be on a course with me November 19th. And she's declared that she'll move to level 3 from that course. So, and then we have Joshua and Desiree to move to level 2 and Noah. We've had some conversations about that objective for you. Yeah, so I don't know if you can join us, Noah, with your video or not.
I'm currently driving,
Okay.
so I'm listening.
Right.
Okay. All right.
And
Well,
I'll add to the long list there. I'm putting together my level 4 applicant package and will be a level 4 applicant sometime soon. I'm going to say by the end of November.
okay, we're gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, no, that's why I said it.
Yeah. By the end of November, there you go.
We're gonna have to get some new level 1s because all the level 1s, Anna's gonna be the only
Excellent
one.
point.
Everybody will be
Absolutely.
level 2
Yeah.
and
so-
1.
And I won't be there long.
That's
She
okay.
won't. She's a worker. She's
There's nothing wrong with having all level 2, 3s, and 4s, really.
Mm,
Less integrity files to read.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's like such a great thing. This Sunday, I was like, wow, I don't have to do an integrity report.
A whole new world, Tom. Huh?
It is a great world.
That was always a challenge. Yeah. Okay, well, so I sent to each of you today a link via email. I don't know if you've all noticed it or seen it yet, but the link is for your own individualized training plan for our new training program and structures that have been established by the level 4 course supervisors and some very powerful level 3 course supervisors on the training and development team. And they've been approved by, of course, the leadership of the Landmark Forum. I know Susan, and is Gitanjali still a leader of the
Yes.
supervisors, Tim? Yeah.
Gitanjali is accountable, and Susan is the manager of operations of the program. So there's two.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 2 forum leaders.
Yeah. So what a program to have 2 forum leaders shepherding us through the process. So did you all receive that? Has everybody seen it? One,
I just checked my email. I don't have anything.
it's a link. It's a link that will.
An email from you and it would be a link.
Google Doc. Yeah.
I don't have an email from you today.
All right. I know Anna got hers. Tom, Tim, did you get yours?
I got mine, but I haven't looked at it. I
Yep.
just saw it.
I got mine as well. I haven't looked at it either.
Okay. Joshua, did you get yours? Good. Okay. Juan, I'll resend it to you after we finish the call.
I just found it. I've got to look. I filter them as really important and I realize it just took it out. So I'll fix that, but I got it.
I mean, you have me go in the trash, Juan? Is that what you're saying?
It's such a setup and I'm just shutting up.
It's all right. Okay. Empty and meaningless, right? So I thought it was really amazing in reviewing it. Tim, I'd like to compliment you guys because when it was presented by Maureen, I was like, oh my goodness, this is just going to be way too much work and way too complicated and complex to do. And then I got the document and it's like, it makes pretty good sense and it's pretty easy to maneuver and it's easy to manage. And it really gives you, each of us, a place to go and track our level of participation in the program. And it doesn't take a long time. So I do not have that document up on my computer. Tim, do you happen to have it up on your computer? I knew you would. I made you a co-host so that you could display it for us.
Sure. Yeah.
We could maybe go through it one more time.
Okay, see it?
I see it. Okay. So there are 2 tabs on this document. So the first tab is the CSP Training and Development Plan, Part 1, Creating Our Future Self. So this was the piece that was presented in which we are to create our future for the year and write a letter that's due by November, is it 13th? I can't really see it, November 15th.
15.
November 15th, that we will actually send to ourselves to be reviewed a year from now. Right? And it is creating our future. And they've made it really easy for us. You know, they've got all of the prompts and all of the questions that they're asking. And it's just our responsibility to answer the question, put it in a letter format, and then send it off to the address that Tim's pointing to right now, the www.futureme.org, and choose October 9th, 2022 as our date for it to return to you. So this is like an automated process, Tim, that once we do that, it'll put it in a queue and everything will happen magically and we'll get it back. Yeah.
Right.
So, does anybody have any questions about that part? of our assignment?
No,
No, everybody understands? Okay, and as I was talking about it, Tim actually filled in. So each person has, you each have your own personalized document, and it's incumbent on you to fill in the details. So what day did you do the training plan? Who are you? What center do you participate out of? What's your level? Who's your committed listener? And when do you promise to complete the training?
ready for the next tab?
Yeah, we can move to the next tab, I think. Okay, now at first glance, this next tab seems a little more daunting, but really, if it's got the same information at the top, and then if you look at the left column, I don't know, Tim, if you could scroll over a little bit, just so we could see.
The left column. That's as far over.
That one, that's, well, I can't see the beginning of it.
Well, your shared screen may be not fit to screen.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so they have all the different topics. What is on this left column are all the different topics of training that will be delivered to us as course supervisors in the second and fourth Monday classrooms that we attend. So we've already attended, or most of us have attended, the distinction training and the choice training. All right, and the next one that we're going to have is, I can't see.
It's Monday, November 8th, Superstitions.
Superstitions.
Part 1.
2 sessions on superstitions, which is awesome. All right, and then just to the right of that column is where you're to mark your attendance. And so I would suggest we just all go through, and if you want to make it easy for yourself, just put that you'll attend all of them live, although the requirement is to attend 12 of them live, and 12 of them you may listen to online. But if you mark that you'll just attend them live, as things come up, you'll want to update that file as if you're on a course or something like that. But they're really awesome, and I would encourage each of you to definitely attend live if you can make it, you know, and the requirement is 12. So looks like Tim's busy for the first one. He's going to view the recording, but he's filling that out right now. It's just a drop-down menu where it says choose, and it says either attend live or view the recording. And so then if we can move to the next column, which is the proficiency training, I think this is really cool. This has listed the training that is to be delivered concurrent with the distinction. And that's delivered on the 4th Monday. Is that correct? Or, I'm sorry.
Second Monday.
The proficiency training.
Second Monday.
Okay. All right. So we have not had the proficiency training yet. I believe the session on November 8th is when we'll have our proficiency training on the seminar confirmation.
That is true unless you have a clearing for a course you're on that Friday or Wednesday if it's a launch, or if you have a final session, which Fitzgerald and Anna will have a final session training on the 8th because they will have just completed the weekend. Or if you have a course completion for people actually this weekend, which is nobody because there were no Halloween courses.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not in any of those 3, then you can go into the proficiency training unless you're an accountability holder. And then you'll be in the main room for the accountability holders meeting with Donna Allgood. So the proficiency training is like there's 5 classrooms, course clearing. Yeah. So if you're not in any of those first 4 priorities, then you go into the proficiency training.
Okay, and so if you're in another classroom, you're required to listen to that or to view the recording, and then both groups of people, those who attend it live and those who view a recording, are required to take a quiz to demonstrate their proficiency in that area. Is that correct?
Yes.
So where do we find those things?
Those quizzes are not yet up. They're going to be up next week, following this week's.
And how about the recordings? They're not up either.
That's correct.
Okay. But
For that, for these proficiency trainings, no, but for the classrooms, yes.
got it. So once they're up, will we be able to click on this and it'll link us to those recordings?
No,
No. How will we find
that would be really, well, they'll be on the CS website, just like all the recordings.
Okay, so we'll go to the website to retrieve that training session and the quiz will be posted along with the recording.
Yes.
Yeah, and is the quiz to be like handed in or is that for ourselves?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't know that. I haven't seen the quiz. They haven't actually been completed yet. Gabriel Baumeier is working on that. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're online, like a Google form quiz. It's not like a paper and you have to email it or anything like that.
So it's online and the answers will be gathered.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and we're not certain about that. We don't really know what the quiz will look like.
I made it all up, but it's pretty close.
Okay, but there will be a quiz. So just so you all know, it's like 3 parts, right? There's the presentation at the beginning of the call that will go over the competency. Then at the second part of the call, there are a variety of things that one might do. And on the second Monday, one of those variety of things is a particular competency training. So you may have an opportunity to get that live, but if you're on a course or going into a course or completing a course, then you would be just, or a leader, program leader, then you would be in different activities and you would have to go online to watch the recording and to take the quiz. And again, there's a drop-down menu to the right of the proficiencies that we want to mark too. You know, how will we be fulfilling on that?
Mm-hmm.
And that will correlate to your schedule and what you're up to with your schedule. Or if you're a leader in one of the leader bodies. Does anybody have any questions so far on any of that?
Doesn't look like it. No, we can't see you if you're shaking your head.
Yeah. So Anna and I were going over that today and we just couldn't find the proficiency recordings. So it's good to know, Anna, that they don't exist. So that's why we couldn't find them, but they will be in existence by next week.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're asked to make some notes. Okay. So the classroom development notes. So what have you discovered? What have you developed yourself in by participating in that classroom on a particular distinction? And then again, the same questions. What have you discovered? What have you developed yourself in? What have you been trained in on the different proficiencies? So for those people who are interested in moving levels, this is a great tool for you because you really will have in one place on one spreadsheet a lot of the competencies that you'll be asked to fulfill on and a lot of the training that you'll be asked to do. Not all of it, but a lot of it. So I think it's a really pretty cool tool. And they're all have a to complete by when date, which is further to the right. I don't know if you can scroll over further to the right.
Yeah, it's right here.
There it is. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's a date by which you need to complete the proficiency training, and then there's a column where you can indicate what sort of progress you're making. I haven't started it yet, or I'm in the process, or I've completed it. And then again, the next column is the classroom assignment. So our assignment from the call, and I remember that the assignment from the call was that we were to share with our buddies what we've gotten from participating in the call or listening to the recording, viewing the recording. Is there anything else in that assignment, Tim, that we need to do?
Let me go to actually to the assignment slide, which I think I have. I know I have.
Yeah, that's right. You were the presentation manager there.
It's, oh,
From what I remember, our assignment was to look into our life and see what we have not chosen.
And share with your buddy.
so there's the assignment. Practice choosing some things in your life that you've been resisting or not willing to choose that have been robbing you of your freedom to be, your power, or your freedom to act. This can be around your course prep, your agreements in the CS program, or any area of your life. Share what is opening up for you in this inquiry with a fellow course supervisor. So tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m., Monica and I are going to do that work. Because it's just right there. Practice choosing what you're resisting or not willing to choose.
Okay, everybody got that? Everybody prepare. You need to make an arrangement to do that assignment and complete it prior to the November 8th call.
Can't remember now which sheet I was on. I think it might be, no, not that one. 1 second. Too many tabs open.
Yeah. Oh, that looks familiar.
And Sherry, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I actually have two questions. So the first one, is all these competencies that are now there and you need to show when they were completed and all of that. Is that a requirement for moving level now?
Well, the requirements for moving level are on the competency sheet, which you can find on the website. It's a combined sheet for level 1 and level 2.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that.
So
And-
I don't know that that's the case, Fitzgerald. I'm saying use the competency guide as your guide rather than this list. I'm just saying that a lot of the competencies and training in the competencies are incorporated into this list.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So it does make sense what you're saying. It doesn't quite answer my question because in regard to this particular document and the quizzes that have to be taken, okay, it's a little, it's not confusing. It's just there's a question mark or whether that comes into place or not.
Can you?
Well, I would say that, I'm sorry, Tim, but I would say that it may be that there would be 3 or 4 competencies covered in one of these presentations and training sessions, right? Because there are specific competencies inside of the training that we're receiving. So they won't correlate exactly. But they do, but what we're looking to achieve is an understanding that you have reviewed the training and you've learned it to the extent you can pass a quiz on it.
All right. Now, you sent me this document and you're my mentor also. When I become a mentor, how do I get this document? Do I get it from you and then I fill it out with my mentee, or how does that work?
No, the local coordinator is the person who's accountable for it. So you will be accountable for scheduling occasions to complete the assignment with your mentees, but you won't be accountable for tracking it. I'll be accountable for that.
And as a mentor, will I have access to this document?
Sure, you just asked me.
All right.
Yeah, if that makes a difference for you, but it's not your accountability to track it. Okay.
I got that, and you know.
right now. Good change.
And it would make sense, and it's 7.
Yeah, okay, 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna ask for one more minute. Does everybody agree to one more minute? And what I'd like to ask in that minute is, I love being with you guys and I love having this call. And I don't see it happening in the new structure for our team. So I'm wanting to ask you if you guys would like to continue having this call. And I know this is going to be contrary to what we've already agreed on, but the first Monday for some of the leadership team. If you guys would like to continue these calls on the first Monday of the month. Yeah, you can give a thumbs up if you want to do that. We'll take 2 minutes, okay?
So
So
the only thing is we already have a call scheduled for 6 o'clock on the first Monday, starting in December.
Right, we're gonna have to shift that, Tom.
It doesn't work for me. I don't know if anyone will put a thumbs up.
I got that, Desiree. So we will record the call and we'll provide it to you to share with you. You have a commitment on the first Monday?
It's Monday is very difficult for me. I work till right onto this call and I'm very hungry right now. So I have to, it's just difficult.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say I got that. And whenever you can make it, it would be awesome.
Okay.
always.
Okay. Always, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and thank you. Thank you for staying on 2 additional minutes. I love you guys. And so we'll get the invite out. It will be on the website. Tom, you and I will talk about that, and Fitzgerald, we'll talk about that and get that done.
Thanks for the link, Pedro.
Yes.
Old habits
Thank you,
die
Dave.
hard.
Link to mark your
Mark
attendance.
your attendance.
Please.
Mark your attendance, everybody. Okay, thank
Sherry.
you. Yep.
Don't hang up yet, but
Stop the
I mean,
recording.
everybody can go if they want. I just want to say, Fitzgerald and I have a call scheduled to change the occasions and on the website. Like, I'm not trained in that part of it, so